Hey folks, today's DevOps SRE interview question is how do you set up, how do you create an Ansible control machine and two target hosts in GCP? And then how do you make sure that you can that the control machine can actually go to um, SSH into the target machine so that it can run the ad hoc commands or playbooks. So the first part I've already done. The second part I will figure it out live um, because I have never done that before. So first of all, we need I need to show you. I will put that in the link below, but all my scripts are actually in this repo I have. If I go to the repository, I have a repo called GCP Playground. If you look me up in Mamun001 in GitHub, you will see all my repos, and this is all what all the scripts are. If you ever want to get a copy, download a copy or whatever you have. But the first step is really for us to create those three machines, one as Ansible control machine and two target machines. So this is my local copy of the repo, and I need to make this a little smaller so you can see the whole screen. Okay, so the script that we want to run, actually we should open that up in here, actually open folder. Let's open a folder. We will open GCP Playground. So we don't have to VI these things. So the one we want to do is, I think this one. Yeah, so we're going to create three machines using simple gcloud compute commands. Instances create command, it will give it a bunch of parameters. They're all the same parameters because I wanted to create machines that are identical and cheap, right? With 2 GB, 20 GB of disks. And I wanted to make it Ubuntu because it's the most common one and it's really easy to deal with. In this project, that I have this project for the YouTube videos, I'm going to create three machines. The first one is going to be called Ansible control node, and the other ones are going to be Ansible target node 1 and 2. So I will run that command. I don't know why it says that. Okay, let's go into bash. Directory on my end. Okay, over here. So this is script number 21. So I'm going to go ahead and run that script, and you will see that one by one it will create three different machines. The first one is going to be control host, and the other two are going to be target hosts. And the first one is already created, and it doesn't take much time at all, maybe just 10 seconds, 15 seconds for each one. And the second one is created, and the third one is created. So that's all there almost. We're almost done with it. Now, once we're done with it, we can SSH to the control host using this command, gcloud compute SSH, the name of the node, which zone it's at, and you have to give it a project name. So I can just run that command from the terminal, or I could run the script either way. It's going to give me a bunch of warnings. Nope, it didn't. Okay, so I'm already there. Okay, cool. So this is our control node. Now the problem here is we have to make sure that this control host can SSH into the other two target hosts. First of all, let's see if they're even reachable. So if I do from this machine, if I ping the other two, so Ansible target node 1. As you can see, they're the same VPC, same subnet, they're reachable by default, so that's good. Let's make sure the other one's reachable as well, and it's reachable as well. But what you will see is that if I try to SSH to this box, it will fail. Are you sure? Yep, I'm sure, but it will still fail though. Permission denied because the keys are not there, right? So because I don't want to be all super smarty-pants, I'm going to go into ChatGPT and I'm going to ask ChatGPT this question. If I have an Ansible controlled node VM and two target nodes VMs in GCE, how can I SSH from the control node to the target nodes? So it's going to first ask me to create a key. So I'm going to try and do that. This part I've never done it, so hopefully this works, and we will figure it out live if we have to. And I'll let it finish. Okay, it's still going on. But anyway, so the first step is to create the key on the control host. So I will do that. I'll copy the code. It's a simple SSH key command. I'm not in terminal. I want to go into VS Code. So I am in the control node. So I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, I want to see what is my ID. It's, okay, UID is Momo. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so I will create the keys in the control node. So I've done that. Then it says, yep, we did that. Second step is add the public key to the target VM. So this pair we created has a private and a public key. I can show you that actually. If I go to SSH, you will see that there's there's the ID RSA file. That's the private key that nobody should ever see. But we can always look at the public key, and that's the public key, right? So now go back to ChatGPT and see how we do this. You need to add public key to target VMs. Yep, we can do that using the metadata of each. Oh, okay, copy code. Your username. In this case, it's actually I'm going to copy only this part because we'll have to modify some of this stuff. So let's see. Let's go back to the VS Code. Let's put this in it so we can actually let's put this again. Yeah, this is one. That's fine. Okay, that's the command, but we have to modify it. So gcloud compute instances, add metadata, and the name of the machine is different than what ChatGPT said. So Ansible dash target dash node dash one. That's the name of the node. And metadata, SSH keys. Okay. Copy that. And the username happens to be Mamoon. Okay. Colon. It's kind of fancy code here. It's catting the file. Let's see. SSH keys is this. Now my question is this supposed to be on this box or the other box? Go back to ChatGPT. You add the public key to target VM, so you can do this by updating the metadata of each target VM into SSH key. Da, da, da. Replace target with your name. Sure, we did that with your name. That's fine. Target. Okay, I think it runs. It goes from the control node. Let's see what that does. Did you mean your zone, for instance? Sure. Did not work. Could not fetch resource. Request had insufficient authentication scopes. That's interesting. I don't know how to get out of that. I could do this manually. Yeah, I could do that. So let's leave the public key here. So we're going to need that. So let's SSH into from my Mac. Let's SSH into the first target node. So SSH Ansible. Oh no, we have to do this. We have to run this gcloud command to SSH to the target node. So gcloud. So what we're doing here, we're going into the, because we can SSH from my Mac, because that's already done by default. Okay, target node dash one, zone is the same. Yeah, that. Do that. So now you're on the first target node. Let's cd into.ssh. Okay, we will, before we get into the file, we will grab the key. This is the public key. Okay, so now if I vi that file, something's already, oh, that's my public key for my Mac. So I should be able to just add a line and add this other key. You would notice it says Ansible control node because that's the node we're allowing access from. So if we do that, then we go back into our control node, I should be able to SSH to that box now. Ansible target node -1. Boom, I'm on target node because I already copied the public key on the target node. So I'm going to do the same thing for the second target node, and then the control node can SSH into both boxes. So after that, we can run on all kinds of Ansible commands for our demos for the next interview questions. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.